Tennessee High, Virginia High. Virginia High fighting back. That game is 28-21 as they're in the fourth quarter. Grundy has knocked off Lebanon 43-14. Davy Crockett with a 28-21 lead over Gibbs. And let's see here. George Wythe 13-0 now over Marion.
So again, 2nd and 7 from the 39 with 2:06 to go. Clock is stopped as Gate City has called their second timeout. They're going to be unable to stop it, but only one more time unless South decides to go for the jugular and pass the ball, which they do a quarterback keeper bootleg to the right side, and he just falls down to stay in bounds. Smart play right there for Pollock. Instead of trying to take it to the edge and get knocked out of bounds, he takes it, and he could have got a few more yards, but he stops and just kind of slides down right there. So we're going to take our last timeout, it looks like, with 1:49 to go. It's going to be 3rd down and a long 3 for Sullivan South.
Before we take a break, quick score, Alcoa 34, Maryville 21. That game in the fourth quarter.
Wow. Alcoa 34, Maryville 21. That'll be something heard around the state right there. And again, that's such a big rivalry that these two teams are such powerhouses, and they're so close together as well. So the towns basically knock up beside each other. And when you go down to play Maryville, you drive through Alcoa to get there.
So there's a race for the most high scoring. Cloudland now leads 68-18 over Avery County. Tazewell leads 61-38 over Riverview.
Wow.
Who hits 100 first?
There may be more points scored in football than basketball in some of our games. So, but definitely not going into the four corners right there. As Gate City keeps the ball, Pollock has it and he dives down again. But I believe that's going to do it right there. Luke Pollock gets the ball down for a first down, and that's pretty much going to do it, Joe, unless there's a turnover. So 1st and 10 for Gate City as Pollock carries the ball once more and gets down to the 29-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 Gate City as the clock continues to run. We're at 1 minute and 30 seconds to go. It's been a good game, Joe. I mean, after what we faced the last 2 weeks at Richlands and Abingdon, this is a really, really good Sullivan South team. And we're at their place. This is a 4A team in Tennessee. So,
and guess who we get to see next week? Another 4A team.
4A team. They'll be coming over to Gate City, but we'll be taking on another team here from East Tennessee, the Daniel Boone Trailblazers. How's Daniel Boone doing tonight? Have we got a score on that?
Daniel Boone was losing 14-0 to Elizabeth in the last report.
Dobbins Bennett 55. Yeah. The gentleman who's been helping us with the scores tonight. I am truly shocked about that score, Science Hill or Sevier County and Dobbins Bennett right there. Thought Dobbins Bennett would probably win, but not by that margin right there. So,
which one's a bigger shock, Alcoa or Sevier County? Alcoa. Now let's see here. Do they play Dobbins Bennett?
They do, yes.
Wow.
So, and as the clock runs down, ladies and gentlemen, count it down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the final of tonight's game. Your final score here at Death Valley. Sullivan South beats our Gate City Blue Devils 28-13 on a beautiful night here in Kingsport. So we're going to take a timeout. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Again, we'll have our post-game show. And you are listening to the home of the Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
America's ingenuity in medicine advanced the world. Premier Pharmacy's innovation has changed the profession. At Premier Pharmacy, what we create is personal. For our patients, one size doesn't fit all. So let the grocery stock your food. Let the retail chains print your photos. Let the supercenters sell you shampoo. At Premier Pharmacy, we'll make your medicine. For more information, call 423-245-1022 or visit rxpremier.com.
This is Mara Mullins of the Gate City basketball team, and you're listening to Home of the Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
Ken Russell's Barbershop wants to wish the Gate City Blue Devils the best for a great season and wants to thank all of the Blue Devil fans, alumni, and students for their patronage over the last 30 years. And to look your best at the next Blue Devil sporting event, stop by and see Ken and Joey on your way to the game. They are located on Lynn Garden Drive in Kingsport next to Collins Auto Center. Proud supporters of local athletics for almost 4 decades, Ken and Joey Russell say, "Go Big Blue!" For exceptional Mexican food and the perfect place to stop in before heading out to watch another Gate City victory, La Carreta Express in Weber City offers a tremendous menu of authentic Mexican cuisine at a great price. La Carreta proudly supports Blue Devil sports, and they're open 7 days a week, even until 10 p.m. every night except Sunday. So dine in with them today or give them a call at 276-386-7000 for call-in orders. Again, that's 276-386-7000. And they're located next to Weber City Drug on US Highway 23 in Weber City. Tracing the roots all the way back to 1962, Weber City Drug is your locally owned pharmacy that offers personal customer service to the entire family. They strive to meet your prescription and over-the-counter needs and accept most insurance plans. They're located in Weber City across from Roberts Tire, so give them a call today at 276-386-3482. Again, that's 276-386-3482. You can also go online at wcdrugcenter.com, and they're also on Facebook, and they're open 6 days a week.
And we are back here on the postgame show again, live from Death Valley, where Gate City put up a fight, but again, a common theme, 3 turnovers on the night was their undoing, as it was a 28-13 Sullivan South win. Again, South moves to 3-1 on the season. Gate City 0-3 as we head back home for a 3-game home stand. We first take on the Daniel Boone Trailblazers next Friday night at 7 o'clock at Legion Field. That will be followed by a little battle with the boys from Big Stone Gap, the Union Bears. In the following week, it doesn't get any easier. The Ridgeview Wolfpack come into Legion Field for homecoming 2018. So, again, a rough stretch, but at least we'll be at home as we start going around to talk about some of the scores here.
There was a good crowd here tonight. Going back about this game, Joe. We just 2 of the 3 turnovers ran into 2 touchdowns right there. We lost by basically 2 touchdowns. So you look at turnovers. A game like this that is that close. Playing away. You look in college. You look in pros. Games when the teams are fairly close, which I think Gate City could have beat Sullivan South tonight, but we would have had to play a perfect game and just a couple little miscues. And their quarterback, who we were worrying about so much, Pollock with his arm, ended up killing us with his legs tonight.
Yeah, they had no answer. They were a little bit undisciplined defensively. We lost gap contain. Again, we were able to be hooked on several outside plays. Again, and they weren't fancy plays. It was Green Bay right and Green Bay left. They just were basically just trying to run to the corner and see if they get. And unfortunately, they got there quicker than us on several occasions tonight.
His ability to get people to miss tackles is uncanny. It's not that we were missing tackles by not making the right play. He would just veer left, veer right as quick as he could, and we were just unable, to stop him right there. I mean, his speed and the speed of 1 or 2 of their running backs right there killed us. And some of the smaller players out there, like we talked about, ended up, doing us in with their speed. So where we've been kind of beat up with these big teams that we've played, speed ended up getting us tonight.
Yeah,
and again the turnovers.
Yeah, again, whenever you don't play, you gap contain, you over pursue, or you get hooked. You open yourself up to that. A lot of scoring tonight, a lot of upsets going on right now. Talk about some scoring. Dobbins Bennett, just a few miles up the road, has went final. The clock wasn't running, 55-0 over the Sevier County Bears.
I never would have thought that. I thought Dobbins Bennett would win that game, but I never would have thought it would have been by that much. I would even think Sevier County would have had an opportunity. So you just never know when Sevier plays Sevier County, comes up here, which team you're gonna face right there, because it's kind of like playing Oak Ridge. I mean, you just never know what's going on, especially with these 6A schools. I mean, you've got so much talent and so much to draw from, and Sevier County's got a lot of area to draw from down there. But again, it sounds like DB definitely had the upper hand tonight.
Oh, yeah.
So everyone in Highland's going to be happy tonight.
A lot of momentum again off that big win. Looks like this one's about to go final. Sullivan North, the Fighting Preston Patricks, will move to 4-0 on the season. Hard fought 27-21. Chucky Doak scored, went for an onside kick. So after some controversy, they had to re-kick it, and Sullivan North jumped on the ball. And again, so it looks like they're going to pull out the win. It's 27-21 as of last report. Again, the clock was running last report.
I bet the Thunder was really rolling over at Thunder Valley tonight. Preston, I'm telling my age, I actually coached him when he was 6 years old, so that kind of tells you. But maybe that's, I developed him into the coach that he is today. So I'll have to talk to Preston about that and see.
That's a great point to keep talking about.
Yeah, I keep telling myself that. I'll just keep telling myself that. So I'm 4-0, not Sullivan North. I'm 4-0. So now congratulations to Sullivan North on a big win, and it's good to see these smaller schools doing good.
And Sullivan Central, an update. Sullivan Central goes 3 and out. They kick it to Johnson County, takes it 35 yards for a touchdown. They now lead 27-20. 8 minutes left. Johnson County in front, 27-20.
Was that game at Johnson County or
at Central? At Central. So
they're still at home, got an opportunity to go down. Wouldn't it be something if they go down and go for 2 and are able to get that? So
that would be great.
I think they would be. I think Bluntville would be able to shut down for a little while.
Game is now back being played. They're only in the second quarter because of the lightning delay. Eastside and Patrick Henry up from Emory, Virginia, 23-14. That score. Game just went final. If you had the over and under on 100,
you would have lost.
Well, you would almost. 61-38. Tazewell, you ended up with 99 total points in that ball game. Not to be outdone, Cloudland said we'll have enough of that. They're 68-18 over Avery County. That game is just about to go final. So, who's going to hit 100 first tonight? Seems like to be the trend. George Wythe extending their lead 20-0 over Marion. John Battle. That game just now going to the second quarter. Again, they've been in a lightning delay for over an hour and a half. A few more finals. Ridgeview, who we face in 3 weeks, 54-0 victors over Wise Central. Again, we talked about the Sullivan North 27-21 win. Davy Crockett 28-21. Last report with Gibbs. And looking for a couple more coming through.
Hampton right there beating Gatlinburg Pittman and another. There's a lot of these are either blowouts tonight or they're really, really close games. I know that sounds like it has to be one or the other, but they're either 1 or 2 points or literally they're 50-point games tonight. So.
Just came through George with 27, Marion 6. We face Marion at the end of this long homestand coming up. That'll be our first game back on the road.
Let's talk about our 2 of our 3 next opponents in Ridgeview and Union. How are they doing tonight again, Joe? What did you just say?
Again, Ridgeview crushes Wise Central. This game was not close at all. 54-0. They took the Young Warriors behind the woodshed and gave them a dose of it. And right now, again, Letcher County, a 5A school out of Kentucky, Union winning 34-0 as of last report. So,
wow.
And then, of course, now tonight, last report we had was 14-0 Elizabeth and Daniel Boone. We now have an update on that. But, it's going to be a rough homestand. I mean, there's no
easy schedule.
No.
You talk about them. Gate City definitely having one of the toughest schedules, if not the toughest schedule in Southwest Virginia or possibly in VHSL.
Last year we did that with